school is named the Durham Elementary Institute of Technology. This is an elementary, kindergarten through second grade school located in Durham, New Hampshire. To give a little background information about the school, it has approximately 50 students in each grade with an average classroom ratio consisting of about 10 students to 1 teacher. The school day goes from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. with extracurriculars offered in both the AM and the PM after school and before school. Students must take an extracurricular either after school or before school once a semester. We offer programs from the Fun and Fit Club all the way to Friends with Friends. The school itself has a few main focuses, which are character building, technology skills, collaboration, and critical thinking. Having such young students at our school, we want to focus on learning and innovation skills along with media and technology. However, since the students' brains are still developing at such a young age, we believe that this is a great time to give them life skills and tools necessary to be successful in the school. The mind is so young at this age where we need to give students the tools to become good people and with proper manners, social skills, and just how to become a great person, as well as become a functioning member of society one day. The Durham Elementary Institute of Technology became the 2037 21st Century Award winner. How did they do it? They followed the framework and the guidelines of what is required to meet these standards. Here's how.
At the Durham Elementary Institute of Technology, we believe that the school deserves this prestigious award for a variety of reasons, which we will cover during this presentation. The first reason the Durham Elementary Institute of Technology wins the 21st Century Award of the Year in the year of 2037 is the focus the school applies to students learning the fundamental subjects of English, reading, world languages, arts, mathematics, economics, science, geography, history, government, and civics. While the school covers these major academic topics, it also teaches students life skills that they will need to be successful members of society, such as proper social skills and life skills. The Durham Elementary Institute of Technology emphasizes all major subjects equally at an early age so students do not have any weak points as they go forward in their academic careers. The school teaches the individual, not the class. So if a student is falling behind in one area, the teacher will compensate and focus on that with the student in that specific area. This helps emphasize that the school focuses on the individual because that is what a school needs to do to be successful in the 21st century. At the Durham Institute of Technology, we are putting students into situations that allow them to develop and utilize their critical thinking and problem-solving skills while communicating with other students at the same time. The school does this by setting up situational projects for students and giving them minimal guidelines so that they can be creative and innovative as possible while trying to complete the task at hand. This helps develop students into efficient critical thinkers because it will help them adapt to any situation as they go through school and life. At the Durham Institute of Technology, students begin as early as kindergarten with technology in their hands. This is done in order to have students comfortable using technology within the classroom throughout their education. Starting early is better. The Durham Institute of Technology has students utilizing technology in a variety of ways to be able to understand the importance it has in the classroom. Each student will receive a tablet upon starting their education at the Durham Institute of Technology. Students will use the tablets as prompted in their classrooms to help them become associated with the tablet and the internet, and also to be able to understand how it can be used towards their education in a positive way. Students are prompted to use the technology within their daily activities every day so that it becomes a routine almost, because as they go along in their education, they will need to utilize the technology more and more the way the 21st century is adapting. We believe that having the students utilize and incorporate this into their education at an early age will only set them up for a successful academic career.
An important part of what made our school win this award is our program that develops life skills for the students. As you can see, we focus on 3 main aspects at this age in life for life skills, which are social and cross-cultural skills, productivity and accountability, as well as responsibility. Social skills are very important at this age because this is where students start to interact with each other and build relationships, as well as develop relationships with parents, teachers, and other members of the community, for example, coaches or mentors. To help enhance our social skills, we offer talk time with partners throughout the day. So once a day for 10 minutes, students will be partnered up with someone in the class to talk about different subjects given by the teacher. It can range from anywhere from their personal life to community events, to the lunch menu, even fairy tales or fictional stories. The goal of this activity is to get them to talk and be comfortable in a social situation. The teacher will debrief at the end and talk about how the conversations went, and also teach them how to interact with each other by using eye contact and everything along those lines. Teaching responsibility would be given to these students every single day with their materials. Even though they are in elementary school, students will be responsible for handling their materials in their locker, such as their iPads and notebooks. They are young students, but we believe that if you start holding students accountable for their actions and keeping them responsible for their own materials, they will be able to do it very easily as they move throughout the school systems. Here at D, we like to focus on demonstrating skills as opposed to just repeating knowledge. For example, in our health program, we emphasize that students need to show us or demonstrate that they understand the skills. So, for example, if we are practicing refusal skills to second graders, I don't want them to answer questions on how they would react to someone being mean to them or bullying them. I want them to physically demonstrate it and show how they would do it by acting it out or creating a comic strip about it. We want students to really understand and comprehend the skills being taught because it can be very valuable tools that they can use throughout the rest of their lives, not just in school, but outside of school. Assessments are always hard to do at such a young age like this, especially at the K-2 level. We have two different types of assessment that we use here at D, formative and summative. Using technology, we can use activities such as Plickers or Kahoots to check for learning after our lessons or units. These activities simply ask for a few questions with a couple short answers to see if the students are understanding and comprehending the knowledge. We would use formative assessments that would be sent home to parents through voice recordings and videos. It's sort of like an interview style so that students can get the social interaction with the teacher instead of just writing information down on a piece of paper. So students would be set up in front of a video camera and would be interviewed one-on-one with the teacher after each lesson or unit play. We aren't worried too much about assessments here other than to make sure that we are getting through to the students and that we have an effective curriculum. Our teachers understand that feedback is also super important because students need to be told when they are doing a great job or when they aren't doing such a great job. All of our teachers are given training on proper feedback and different ways to ensure that they are choosing correct words and using appropriate language with our students.
At the Durham Institute of Technology, when it comes to 21st century learning, we don't overtly teach 21st century skills. We add them to the context of key subjects. So, for example, if we're doing a small reading lesson, while they are learning to read, they're also learning the message of the book, which might be to always tell the truth, for example, with our small children. We also make sure that there's a chance for these skills being learned to be applied. So if we do a small lesson on fractions with the second graders at lunchtime, we might say, okay, eat 1/3 of your pizza and let us know when you're done. So they can see what the material looks like in the real world and not just on paper. We always make sure that our learners have the chance to explore and have time for their own inquiries. A lot of our more science-like lessons involve kids experimenting on their own. We may give them a few items like popsicle sticks, paper, pipe cleaners, and glue, and let them experiment with those things and those items to figure out how to make a box, for example. We always encourage our learners to integrate with the community and learn their skills beyond the classroom. Sometimes we give little assignments that might ask, again back to the fraction example, to find examples of fractions outside the classroom and then share them in class. As teachers, we try to integrate 21st century learning skills into core learning as much as we possibly can. When it's appropriate, we use technology to help further the learning of the students. We can introduce as many hands-on projects for the kids as we can to help keep them interested. It's hard for any learner, not to mention K-12 students, to sit and pay attention without doing anything. It's very important for teachers to have deep instruction. We don't just want our students to understand the material on the surface, but at a fundamentally deep level. If we are teaching multiplication, we don't just want to make them memorize that 2 times 3 is 6, but it is that way because we are adding 2 together 3 times or vice versa. We as teachers must continuously keep track of our students' learning and reevaluate our own instruction style to better the learning of our students. We use PLC meetings, and here each student's strengths and weaknesses are addressed, and they're stored into journals or spreadsheets to keep track of their improvement throughout the semester or throughout the year. The last reason that the Durham Institute of Technology got this award is because of how we utilize our learning environment. Having such young and energetic kids, it's important that we really maximize the environment that they are in to increase their learning. The physical environment that they are in is most important. We don't do singular desks, but rather we use tables so that there's a more collaborative feel in the room. Seats are constantly changed so that there will be new students that they're constantly working with and collaborating with, just like in the real world. Around the room are areas with an abundance of different tools that the students can utilize while doing projects and work and just other assignments. We make it a topic in our PLCs weekly to say how our classroom is and is not working the way it's arranged, and we're constantly changing the way it's set up so that kids can be more accustomed to different types of environments the way they would out in the real world. So that's all we have today. Thank you guys for watching the video.